GED Practice Test 2026 General Educational Development, Full Course Cause-Effect Science. Question 1. In a scientific experiment, the factor that is intentionally changed by the researcher is the dependent variable, independent variable, control variable, constant. The independent variable is the cause that is manipulated. Question 2. An if, then statement in science is most commonly used to formulate a law, observation, hypothesis, conclusion. A hypothesis is a testable prediction about a cause-effect relationship. Question 3. If a scientist notices that plants grow taller when given more fertilizer, what is the effect? The type of soil, the amount of water, the height of the plant, the amount of fertilizer. The height of the plant is the dependent variable, the effect. Question 4. Which of the following is an example of a negative correlation? The more you study, the higher your grade. The more you exercise, the lower your resting heart rate. The more it rains, the more flowers grow. The more food a dog eats, the more it weighs. In a negative correlation, as one variable increases, the other decreases. Question 5. A scientist wants to know if the temperature of water affects how fast sugar dissolves. What should be kept constant? The water temperature, the amount of sugar and the amount of water, the speed of dissolving, the time of day. Constants, controlled variables, ensure that only the independent variable affects the result. Question 6. Correlation does not equal causation means everything happens by chance. Just because two things happen together doesn't mean one caused the other. Scientists can never be sure of anything. Only one variable can exist at a time. A relationship between variables doesn't prove that one is the source of the other. Question 7. In the statement increased sunlight causes higher rates of photosynthesis, what is the cause? Photosynthesis rate. The plant's color. Increased sunlight. Oxygen production. Sunlight is the input or cause in this scenario. Question 8. If an experiment shows that brand A cleaner kills more bacteria than brand B, what is the independent variable? The number of bacteria killed. The brand of cleaner. The time it took to clean. The surface being cleaned. The thing being compared/changed, the brand, is the independent variable. Question 9. Why do scientists use a control group? To make the experiment take longer. To provide a baseline for comparison. To ensure the experiment is expensive. To change multiple variables at once. The control group shows what happens under normal conditions without the independent variable. Question 10. Which of the following is a direct relationship? As pressure increases, volume decreases. As study time increases, test scores increase. As price increases, demand decreases. As temperature drops, ice melts slower. In a direct relationship, both variables move in the same direction. Question 11. A researcher finds that people who drink coffee tend to sleep less. Does this prove coffee causes insomnia? Yes, definitely. No, there could be other factors involved, confounding variables. No, because coffee makes you sleep more. Yes, because the data is clear. Observational data shows correlation, controlled experiments are needed to prove causation. Question 12. In an experiment testing if music helps memory, the group that listens to no music is the experimental group, control group, variable group, focus group. The group receiving no treatment is the control. Question 13. If ice is heated, then it will melt is an example of identifying a scientific theory, a cause-effect relationship, a mathematical proof, a random guess. Heat, cause, results in melting, effect. Question 14. What happens to the dependent variable when the independent variable is changed? It always stays the same. It is observed or measured for changes. It is removed from the experiment. It is used as a control. The dependent variable depends on the changes made to the independent variable. Question 15. Which is a likely effect of removing a predator from an ecosystem? The prey population decreases. The prey population increases. The plants grow faster. The sun shines brighter. Removing the cause, predator, leads to the effect of prey overpopulation. Question 16. Identifying cause and effect in science helps to predict future events, ignore data, stop experiments, make laws more complex. Understanding relationships allows for predictions. Example: if we burn fuel, CO2 will rise. Question 17. If a graph shows a straight line going up from left to right, the relationship between x and y is inverse, positive, direct, non-existent, zero. As x increases, y increases, showing a positive relationship. Question 18. In a study of how sleep affects reaction time, what is the dependent variable? The amount of sleep, the reaction time, the type of bed, the person's age. Reaction time is the result being measured. Question 19. A confounding variable is one that the researcher intentionally changes, might interfere with the results and hide the true cause, is always the same in every experiment, is the answer to the hypothesis. Confounding variables make it hard to tell what actually caused the effect. Question 20. Why is replication, repeating an experiment, important in determining cause and effect? To make more money. To ensure the results weren't just a one-time fluke or error. To use up leftover supplies. To change the hypothesis. Consistent results across multiple trials increase confidence in the cause-effect claim.